Forgive me while I'm in awe.
Mm-hmm. You live now.
Yeah.
Oh, we are. Damn, why I don't know the password to my shit? Are we live? Carmen, you gotta do it over.
No, we in here.
Oh,
We live.
here we go. Okay, all right. Talk about technical difficulties today. It's been a mess, a messy ass Thursday. But what up? What up? What up? It's your girl Saint CJ. And tonight on Insta News Break, we have Metro Men podcast host. Is it podcast or podcast host?
Vodcast. It's a video podcast.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. We have Metro Men of Atlanta podcast host Sheldon G. Horton. Host of Necessarily Nicole, Rashida Nicole, and my girl, and actor, producer, my friend of Jesus. So many years. We're not going to say exactly how many.
Yeah.
It is Taylor Reed, y'all. What's up? Welcome to the show.
What's up? How y'all doing?
Amazing.
Well, give me. I look real crazy today.
No,
no
you
lashes.
don't.
You know you look good.
No,
I
you
missed my
don't. Cut it
lashes.
out.
I missed my lashes. But you know what? We just gonna make it do what it do. So how's everybody's week so far? Good?
Amazing. Life is life, but I'm riding the waves.
Right.
I
Okay.
think you put it perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of things to talk about. The latest hot topics this week have been a little wild. So we're gonna start off with Spelman College will become the first HBCU to start to offer a cosmetic chemistry concentration for students in STEM. Then we got Jada Pinkett Smith attributes gender pay gaps. I'm sorry. What? How the fuck do you say that word?
Attributes.
Attributes. Thank you. I did go to private school, but don't y'all hold that against me. Anyways, attributes gender pay gap to acting career. Was told you don't need it. You're married to Will. Elon Musk abruptly canceled the Don Lemon show on his social media network, X, formerly known as Twitter. Dr. Heavenly says men should stay out of women's beef, but they should speak up if they're defending your family. That sounds like women's beef. Anyways, are your expectations of Friends unrealistic? And then the House passed a TikTok ban bill. How will it affect Black creators? So, that's a lot of good little things to touch on.
Yeah.
A lot of good little things to touch on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with this HBCU topic. Now, I went to HBCU. Taylor went to HBCU. Sheldon, did you go to one?
I didn't, but I hovered around one.
Rashida, what about you?
No, I just went to a regular university.
All right, so we got FAMU in the house, and we also got Morris Brown in the house. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
I said period.
And then, so this is very interesting. So Atlanta-based HBCU Spelman College is expanding its STEM programming to include concentration in cosmetic chemistry for chemistry majors and a minor in cosmetic science for students starting in the fall 2024 semester. Black women spent over $7.4 billion on cosmetics and personal care products in 2022, while Black beauty brands make up only 2.5% of the market. Rashida and Sheldon, I know you both have business experience in the beauty industry. So please talk about what this means for the future of the cosmetics industry.
This is gonna rock out. I'm excited. I might even enroll for a class or two. I'm not even gonna hold you. If I can learn how to make my own products, that would be amazing.
Okay.
Instead of always having to pay somebody else to do it, like using a third party. And this is gonna opened the doors for so many other men and women, especially in our race, like to have these platforms, so we don't have to rely on China or somebody else to do it for us. What do you think, Sheldon?
That's real interesting, and I'm glad that she even mentioned China, because there was a time that $3.5 billion left the Black community in the early 2000s when it came to hair care products alone. And not to mention that they wouldn't sell to us as vendors. And so, and then they would come into our community and they would take all of the money out. You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting. I don't know if any of y'all could even remember that nail salons started in the Black neighborhoods.
Yep.
Before
Really?
they started in the Black neighborhoods. Black neighborhoods made nail salons what they were. They did not go to the white neighborhoods until they caught on. And when they got enough white people in the Black neighborhood to go to nail salons, that's when they started going into other ritzier places. But no, baby, we made them rich. Please understand that. Please understand that.
I mean, because honestly, they do the nails the best in the hood. Like living in Buckhead,
and that's where they started.
But it's like exactly. But when it comes to get my nails done, they charge too much. So I used to go to the nail salon over by the HBCUs here in Atlanta, over by Q-Town.
And I get that. And watch this to answer your question about this point. Those are some staggering numbers when it comes to that, because just in 2023 there was that we were a part of. There was a 9% growth in the beauty industry, and Black people, watch this, attributed 10% of that. You get what I'm saying? That's huge. Which, because we only 14%, 13% of the population,
right?
And which means that we spent again $8 billion, like Black people. We have to. So I feel like this is a great move.
Yeah.
Just like Rashida said, this is a great move. But what has to happen with this, and I pray that this is a part of the curriculum, is ethnic circulation.
Right.
100%. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing that I see from it. First of all, shout out to Spelman for being on cutting edge with this program. And I feel like we all can see how big beauty brands, have become with social media alone, and so many entrepreneurs and so many startups. Beauty brands are launching every single day, and I feel like having an education rooted in that will allow so many young women, young men to become entrepreneurs, and it'll open pathways to these bigger corporations. Like if you got a program like that, you got to know that one, if Spelman's doing it, other HBCUs are already looking to follow suit. And, I know from my time at FAMU, like these corporations, they feed off of the talent that comes from these schools, especially young Black talent. So like, it's cool to see this happening and the opportunities that it'll provide for young Black women to filter into some of these larger companies and gain that experience and build these relationships with companies overseas, and then build infrastructures that are totally look like us. You know what I mean? So I think it's cool that Spelman is doing that, and I'm excited to see how, it shakes out with other schools following suit, and then the people that get in these programs, what they'll do with these degrees.
Right. Yeah. I'm super proud of Spelman doing that, especially since they've always been known as the school that only produces, quote unquote housewives at times. However,
oh man, I'm gonna sit
that was a long time ago. That's a long time ago. However, I have a bunch of friends that went to Spelman, and they're very smart, and they're housewives, but they're way more than housewives too. However, it's good for them to be able to set the tone, because we don't have that in our community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then with them being coupled with Morehouse and Morehouse having the School of Medicine, they'll definitely have a lot more things at their fingertips in order to expand the program.
Right.
So I just want to see.
Just look at the ability for black schools now, like you said, Morehouse School of Medicine and Spelman having this program. And then I think that made me instantly think about like Botox
Right.
and how, you know what I mean? Like a program that can cater their education, not saying that that's all you want to learn, but just you can have a foundation rooted in black skin and black
Right.
healthcare and
that's what
black,
we need.
We
you know what I mean?
need that.
Like you got something that from the ground up is
Yeah.
rooted in our community. And, you know, just like you just talked about, Sheldon, the economics behind it, like the dollars continuing to circulate in our community, man, that's some powerful music they playing over there. I like it. I'm with it.
Powerful music, bro. I love that.
So speaking of powerful women,
Let's go.
this one just like to run her mouth at this point. That's what I believe.
Oh, man.
So in a recent Essence article, Jada Pinkett Smith weighed in on the gender wage gap affected her acting career in response to Taraji P. Henson's interview with NPR's It's Been a Minute. When she shared that her heart broke from Henson, who expressed the challenges of being an underpaid Black actor in Hollywood. When asked about her own experiences, Pinkett responded, "One of the things with Taraji, she is the breadwinner of her family," Pinkett Smith said. "Also, her pressures would be different than mine," she continues. "People would literally say, well, you don't need it. You're married to Will." Jada Pinkett Smith has been known to discuss her marital issues a lot in the media. Do you think, despite of the wealthy lifestyle the couple has acquired, do you think Jada resents Will for not having a more successful career?
A more successful?
Yeah, for her. Like he impeded on her success.
Oh.
Yeah. Like she would have been more successful without him. Well, first of
Would
all, I want
she
no, that's what I'm saying. No. No. So now I wanted to sit down.
Right.
That's why I wanted to take the whole seat on that statement. But yeah. When it comes to Jada, I have to be honest. You know, I don't, you know, she messed me up with the whole slap, and then y'all ain't even together. Y'all done start all this foolishness. You know what I'm saying? But I digress.
Right.
But to be perfectly honest, I don't care who you are. If you have a good and you have a service, I don't care if you were married to Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm.
If you his
That's
wife,
a segue. I saw that.
period. And and even if you were, if you have a product, every man is worthy of his hire. If you got something to give, you need to be paid for that. That makes no sense to me. And interesting enough, one of the things that even when it came to the pay disparities in between, you know what I'm saying, our culture and other cultures, it actually sickened me to hear a lot of the contributors say, well, we don't care, you're doing a lot better than us. What does that matter? Just when it came to Taraji P. Henson and how she felt about what she was doing, because at the end of the day, this woman has been in this business for decades. She's not worthy of a pay increase. Yeah. Like, what are y'all talking about? When half of the people who said that couldn't even miss 30 cents off of their hourly, you know what I'm saying, wages. But yet and still, she's supposed to just suck this up and just take this? Of course not. And she's not the only person that has said this. And so many different women, some of the most decorated Black women, have said that. Monique.
I gotta hear what Taylor got to say about this, because this is your area. Hey, this is what you do.
So, man, I'm gonna have to go ahead and just. So look, Hollywood is notorious for the pay gap between men and women, the pay gap between Black actors and white actors. But it's rooted in the fact that the money to fund these projects doesn't come from us, right? So the people who are selling these projects to studios, they're looking at the actors that look like the executives, and they're putting the money behind the actors that look like the executives. So in their minds, if Taraji don't want to do it for what they offering, they'll go get Regina Hall. And if she don't want to do it, then they'll go get Tasha Smith. And you know what I'm saying? They look at us, and I'm sticking with our black female actresses because that's what the conversation is about. They look at, it's easy when it's not what you see in the mirror to see it as expendable, right?
Right.
And when you see it as expendable, it's easy to not attach our value to it. I'm not saying that it's right, it's wrong. That's just what that's just what I'm hypothesizing the energy behind it is. I agree totally with what Sheldon said, especially when you have, these women who are otherworldly talented, right? Like you can't pull even Jada, like you can't just pull Jada's done some iconic work. So
Right.
I tend to ride with her when she says that her career has suffered, and I don't take it as her dumping on Will, being jealous of Will. I think she's just making a factual statement.
Yeah, me too.
And because I can see her being in a room with studio heads and they saying, like, oh yeah, we're gonna pay you this, but I mean, you good. Your husband is Will Smith. That
I can't
audacity,
imagine that.
that audacity exists in Hollywood. I'm not about to sit here and tell her that ain't happened to her when I've heard wilder stuff happen,
Yeah.
in these
Right.
boardrooms. So I think at this point, and like this goes back to what we just talked about building an infrastructure from the ground up, building a degree program that allows people that look like us to start with the education base and then build from the ground up. Even with the studios, it's like, man, Tyler is doing what needs to be done, right? Like if you
I
got
think so.
something where he's built a studio where like, hey, we can put our own projects together, we can build our own funding, we can bring our own production teams together. And then like that's the only way you're gonna close that gap is by us spending our own dollars on our own art. Because as long as we're looking at these bigger studios that don't have anybody that look like us pulling the triggers and signing the checks, that's what we're gonna get. That's what we're gonna get. Meanwhile, people like us just want to create art. We just want an opportunity to display our talents. So
Right.
what happens is they know this and they know they can lowball us.
Right.
You know what I mean? It ain't nobody looking like me or you behind the desk signing checks.
Wait, Taylor. We can't really see what you look like. So can you just turn your head to the back?
Oh, bad. I'm sorry. There. I tried to lighten it up out here. I'm sitting in the parking lot of my gym right now, y'all. Forgive me.
No, love it. But no, I mean, it's true because at the end of the day, when it comes to the acting world, yeah, they might try to replace them, but what Taraji is gonna deliver is not what Tasha's gonna deliver. You know what I'm saying? What Regina's gonna deliver is not what Viola Davis is gonna deliver.
Bingo.
Like they're all different. Like they're not interchangeable like that. So
to us. But you think that
that's
okay, so let's take what that movie that came out on Netflix with Millie Bobby Brown with Angela Bassett playing her stepmother. You think they ain't called Viola and who else would fit in that category? Felicia Rashad and like that category. When they look at roles like that, they like, oh, let's get the black mothers. And that's who they call. And whoever's available, they like, hey, let me send this over to your agent. And you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy because they're all gonna give something completely different.
100%. And they're all icons. Like the women that we've named in this conversation, like, are all unforgettable artists, right?
Right.
But in the mind of the people that write the checks, they feel like, oh, we can't put a studio project behind this actress. Like, she's not strong enough. And to a degree, it's like, who's spending the money? Like,
right.
Demographics wise, where's the recoup on the investment gonna come from? Is it gonna come from our community?
Well,
I'm asking rhetorically.
arguably yes, because look what we did for Black Panther.
There we go. But we have to continuously prove that in order for them to say, hey, we
Absolutely.
don't need to. It's just like with Taraji and Brad Pitt and Benjamin, the Curious Case of Benjamin Button,
Oh
how
my God.
how they paid him. You know, like the gap between what he was paid and what she was paid. I don't remember the exact numbers. Sheldon, you sound like you good with numbers.
Yeah,
Whatever it was,
but it was
but
dumb.
it was
It was
crazy. He got
dumb. It was like
tens of
$10,000,
millions,
20,000,
and she
20,000,
got a
like
Magic City kid.
20,000,
It was
50,000, something like
crazy.
that. It was low.
Right.
Wow. Are you
But
serious?
Yeah,
like she may have gotten, like you said, she may have gotten $20,000 and he got 15 million. It's something like
yes.
that. Like it was that out of
Wow.
control. But
And she was
the
responsible
mentality
for her
is,
own food too, and stuff like
What?
that. She was,
You
yeah,
gotta be
but that's what
yeah,
the
responsible.
conversation is about. But the
yeah.
mentality is Brad Pitt is the one that's gonna get people to go to the movies and watch it, not Taraji. Meanwhile, you watch the movie, that's one of the most iconic performances that we've seen
Yeah.
in the
Oh my
last
God. I fell
whenever
in
that movie
love with her
came
after
out.
that.
Yeah.
You can remember her character. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But she damn sure wasn't compensated for what she did in that movie.
No, she was not.
That's
That's
wild.
crazy.
Something has to change. Like it definitely has to change, and how that change is gonna come, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Can I pose this question though before we get off this subject? Because I swear I've been entertaining this with Cat Williams and all of the stuff that he has come out with, and just a lot of the pulling up of the weeds lately. Could it be that so many Black people have compromised in Hollywood that their hands are tied when it comes to coming together to build something? Because if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot. It's too much money in Black Hollywood. Because just think about that. Even if all of the millionaires of people that even got some just gave $5,000, we would probably have billions, close to $500 million or more to produce things for Black people. What is the problem?
You can't get me to disagree with you on that.
What's
You're
the
not gonna get
problem?
me.
Gotta be too much like right.
Right.
Hey,
It
but you know what?
disturbed me.
You know what? Like saying that, it makes me think of the last times that we were able to do that in the fallout of it. Remember Black Wall Street?
Yeah.
And remember Rosewood, Florida? Every time it seems like we're able to galvanize,
Lake Lanier.
Oh yeah.
Oscarville, they drop a bomb on that. You know what I'm saying? There's a fear associated with that. And then, I feel like with the success that so many of, people that look like us have experienced, like feel like mentally and financially, we've subconsciously tethered our success to needing backing that doesn't look like us.
Right.
And even
Go ahead.
Go
No, I was gonna say. I mean, but that's only because at the end of the day, from the time that we were chained up picking cotton, they've showed us that the only part of success that we will ever have is to strive for whatever it is that they have, not understanding what our numbers and our talent and our culture brings. Like they completely saw it as like, oh, this is a problem. But everything that we do now, even today, they mimic.
Yeah.
They try to make it their own. You know what I'm saying?
Because back in the day,
sell
they
it back
took
to us.
Sell it back to us. Act like they're the ones that even created it at times. Like it's always so until we get out of that mentality, for the lack of a better phrase, white is better, lighter is better. Even within us, lighter is better.
No, I ain't from that school.
No, but I'm just saying though, it's the mentality. It's just the mentality of though. It's like we have our own color issues within our own community in terms of what we even think is good. So not understanding that it's all good in terms of us as a race.
You know where that comes from? Slavery.
No, I know. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So we have to erase those things. And how we're going to do that, I don't know.
That's a lot, though. You know, because have you ever heard of the 100 monkey syndrome?
No.
Have you ever heard of that? It is a theory that says you teach 99 monkeys one thing.
Mm-hmm.
The 100 monkey will be born innately with everything that you just taught all 99 without ever teaching them.
Wow.
That it is a theory. It's called the 100 monkey syndrome or the 99 monkey syndrome, something.
That's why.
That's what happened to us, and it's packaged in generational trauma.
Yeah.
But a lot of us, I think that. So what happened? So the system did a number on us.
Mm-hmm.
They really have. And so it just takes some deep soul searching and just allowing healing to come and to be vulnerable to each other, to know that, hey, bro, we're not each other's enemies. And if we don't come together, nobody else is going to bring us together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It all starts back with us. All starts back with us. Like the next thing I'm about to talk about is, it's like if we had a whole nother platform that was just as big as these other platforms, this man wouldn't even have to go nowhere or even right here. Elon Musk abruptly canceled the Don Lemon Show from his social media network X, formerly known as Twitter. After the former CNN anchor recorded an interview with the billionaire for the first episode. In a video posted to X, Lemon declared that Elon Musk is mad at me and grew irritated with Lemon during the interview. The interview will be airing Lemon will be airing his interview with the Tesla CEO on YouTube via podcast on Monday. Why do you think Musk really dropped Lemon's commercial partnership with the show?
Rashida, what do you think?
I don't know, y'all. I honestly don't know. That man confuses me. I'm not gonna hold it. But honestly, when it comes to him, it's about the dollar. So I'm sure it's something that has to do with some money or a contract or something. So yeah. What do y'all think?
So I think it's not in the background.
Yeah. I was hoping, y'all, before we had this conversation tonight, that I would see him. I got a training partner and I'm gonna keep it vague because he worked for X, and he's like, and I'm like, man, I hope I get to talk to him tonight so I can.
Right.
He didn't come train tonight, but here's the thing, right? As much as, and it's crazy because Elon said, like, when he bought what was Twitter and turned it to X, that he was all for, I forgot what he said. Basically, he was all for he the way he said it was, it was poignant when he did, but he wanted to support free speech, like with no limit on it. But the caveat to that is, it's free speech until you say something that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Now, hey, if you own the house, you could put somebody out for pissing in your living room. You know what I'm saying? So, like, fair play to him, because it's his platform. He could do whatever the hell he want with it. You know what I mean? But the thing that I worry about is, like, and Diamond gonna be fine. Like, he gonna find a platform. His voice gonna be heard. But like, what type of precedent is that setting for these vehicles to communicate with people? Like, we see it all the time. Like, you say certain words on certain social media platforms, and that's gonna get cut. It's white.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't know if I could.
Oh yeah. I'm a bit cusser. I just ain't got there yet.
but like you can't say certain stuff. Like so I'm not necessarily mad at Elon. Like, hey, it is what it is.
Me
Like
either.
he own it. It ain't like he did an interview on CNN. You know what I mean? Like then he don't have no choice. But like, hey, if you talking to me on my shit and I decide to unplug it, like it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you, but it just goes back to the conversation we were just having. Don Lemon shouldn't have, after CNN did what they did, Don Lemon shouldn't have to go
Right.
to Elon Musk
God,
to get a deal.
that's
If
exactly
we
where I
had
was
our
going.
own, like, and we support our own the same way that they support each other. Like,
I like how you brought that full circle.
exactly.
Period.
Like, we
That's
wouldn't
where I
have to
am.
have these conversations or have these issues or
We
problems.
would not.
Like, something needs to happen. Something needs to happen. I don't know if we start a GoFundMe for Black Network Television. I mean, I don't know what's happening with BET. I was hoping that Tyler Perry was going to be able to buy it, even though, I mean, I don't want to watch Medea every day. But, however, bringing different, like, news stations, even with what Fox Soul did with us.
Hey, we got Tubi
They
now.
have their own,
Shout out
like,
to Tubi.
news stuff.
No, back up on that because Tubi is owned by Fox.
Yeah, it's owned by Fox.
Yeah.
Tubi
Yeah,
look like
the
it's
Fox.
owned Black folks.
Yeah.
It's owned by Fox.
They done sent the
and watch
Trojan
this.
horse into the hood.
That's
Right.
exactly what
But
they did.
if somebody
Go
can
ahead.
create a Tubi and we upload everything to Tubi, why can't we go and
Create
get
our
our
own
domain
thing.
and then do it? Why not?
And that's interesting. And this is another thing, just strategy. Y'all remember back in the day, Black people made Fox what it is.
Yeah.
In Living Color, Martin, all of these, you get what I'm saying? Where
The
all the
Wayans
Black shows
brothers.
now? The Wayans brothers,
Yeah.
where all of them now?
Yeah.
Because once they build, so what they X us out and then put all this other crap on them. Well,
Right.
what
Yeah.
he's done is he's using a strategy that worked for him back in the day.
Yeah.
So now that's what he's doing. So that's why all these Black people jumping on too.
Yeah.
Because again, they understand the power of the Black dollar. We don't.
Exactly.
So he using us again
We don't
to build
understand the
that.
power of our own dollar. That's crazy.
And then I feel like Fox Soul is a great thing. I do, but I kind of feel like that's an undercover strategy too.
Of course
Yeah.
it is. Because the thing about it is, it's like, here's the thing. Why did Fox Soul and Tubi get so much respect and BET has not?
Because they sold
Never
out too.
has. BET has never gotten the respect it deserves.
Wait.
Never.
Wait. Okay, because I remember when BET used to come on at 3 in the afternoon and go off at what 6 o'clock in the morning, wouldn't come back on or whatever in the South. So I remember when BET was the place to be when I was young. So it did get the respect. It was just at a different time.
It got the viewership. The respect is different.
Well, okay, so I stand there with you. I stand there with you because respect and viewership is two different things.
Two different things.
You're right.
They got the viewership, but it did not get its respect. It did not.
But I definitely remember when we relied on BET so much. But then again, like everything, we always have to. We otherize everything after a while, man.
But here's the thing: everything that BET was, MTV wasn't working, and they took it and ran with it and capitalized off of it, and then just let BET fall down to the side because BET, MTV, VH1,
Viacom, yep,
all Viacom,
yep.
We started watching. We was watching 106 & Park, but then we was also watching TRL just as much. But we over here watching The Real World, and then we over here watching Jersey Shore, and then BET just keep falling.
But
I
we had
never watched
College
any of
Hill.
College Hill. Yeah,
We had College
even,
Hill.
but even the money they put behind College Hill is still, in terms of quality, Real World was still killing it. They could have did the same thing for College Hill they did for Real World. They did not. That's crazy.
So is it because we did not have the sources, or we just didn't invest the money?
No, it's not that, because they're all owned by the same network.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're all owned by the same company, parent company. So they were.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is it's about, okay, this is this show. Then you have a production company that comes in. Okay, we're going to do this show. And then, so how much money are you going to give us for the show?
Right.
And then once they give them the money for that show, then at that point in time, ratings, it turns that it starts to generate money for the show.
Right.
But the quality is what gets us going. So, because why everybody's on Tubi right now, I don't know. It's the worst quality in the world. Jesus Christ.
Only reason I'm not mad at Tubi is because it's giving artists an opportunity to get their art out there. You know what I mean?
I want a contract with Tubi so bad. I'm manifesting that.
Hey, look, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna have a conversation about that.
Okay. Good.
But can y'all do me a favor if y'all do that?
What?
Can y'all be thinking about an exit plan in the meantime?
Always.
I'm serious. Just think about an exit plan, because what happens is
that's survival tactic. When you go in the front door, find an exit.
Find an exit.
That's survival skills 101 right there.
Yeah.
Find an exit, because what we do is we allow these people to hand us so much, and then we go right into their arms and we get comfortable.
Right.
And then if I'm going in to learn.
Yeah, 100%.
Because tomorrow I might be doing this right here myself. And then what needs to happen is, because as soon as they trip, all the black people need to jump ship, and we got somewhere to land.
Yeah.
Y'all, please think of an exit plan.
Oh, 100%.
I'm begging y'all.
Well, speaking of jumping ship, this person is on this ship, and she is saying it with chest. All right. So we're gonna take a break real quick, and then when we come back, it's gonna be me, Sheldon, Rashida, and Taylor Reed, and we got some things to talk about. Married to medicine. All right.
Ooh, okay.
Married to medicine, baby. So cut to the commercial, because hopefully soon these people will be paying the bills. All right.
That's cool. That's cool. We can still hear each other, right?
Oh.
Okay, Carmen said we can still hear each other. And so I guess we can talk.
Yeah. Oh, we got like 7 seconds.
Yeah.
All right.
I would love to be back in.
Yeah, we just took a little break.
All right, so we back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, so in case you're just joining us, it's Sheldon G. Horton, Rashida Nicole, and Taylor Reed. And now we about to talk about Dr. Heavenly or Married to Medicine. So here's what's been going on. The cast of Married to Medicine has been making headlines either from their explosive season 10 reunion episodes. Recently, I sat down with Toy Bush Harris, where she talked about being happy in her relationship with her husband Eugene. She didn't mean to talk about his little penis size, and she didn't make that statement about his penis size not growing larger after marriage. See, So on the season, the couples were all asked if they considered divorce, which has sparked some rumors and questions about Dr. Damon cheating on Dr. Heavenly. In a recent YouTube video, Dr. Heavenly denies the rumors and states that Eugene is always in women's business. Look at her over here quoting Nene. Eugene and Cecil were also recently on a podcast addressing this issue, where Cecil stated that men are often asked to share their opinions. So my question is, when is it appropriate for reality TV husbands to share their opinions about the show Conflicts? Like, if you married and like your wife sitting here going head to head, toe to toe with somebody, and they're like, and then they say something crazy, are you gonna step in and like, hold on, y'all need to chill out, or hold on, you done gone too far? Is that appropriate for a man to do?
I think it's appropriate for anybody to do, like to mediate a conflict. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, because that's pretty much like what's happening. Or what'll happen is, like, say like a conflict is happening, right? And then say like somebody, like say you my husband, and say me and Rashida fighting, and I'm like, Rashida, and Rashida like, CJ, but Rashida says something also negatively about me that also says something about you. If you decide to interfere and be like, hold on, sis.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think that, okay, so I'll speak for me personally. I'm not gonna escalate a situation. Like, I'm not gonna jump in. Like, I'm not a messy person though. Like, I'm not about to try to escalate a situation. But like, if cooler heads always gotta prevail. And if somebody, if y'all got a conflict going and ain't nobody gonna sit down and say, hey, look, like, we gotta either agree to disagree, or we gotta reach a compromise. If I gotta be the one to say, hey, both of y'all, like, yeah, this is my wife, and I'm gonna stick by her side, and I'm on what she owns. But at the same time, the situation has to come to an end some kind of way. So I'm rocking with her in the door and out the door, but y'all not gonna keep this going, especially not with my name involved in it, and especially because I gotta be at home with her hearing about this shit all the time. So like, y'all figure it out. Like, sit down, talk about it. Y'all can say, I don't like you, and keep it moving. Or y'all can say, you know what, it was a misunderstanding, and we're going to move this way. But we're not finna keep it going this way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to allow my wife to stay in a conflict for an extended period of time. And I'm not going to keep mess going. I ain't going to add fuel to the fire. I'm going to dump a bucket of water on this shit. And either we going to leave together and not speak no more, or we going to keep doing whatever we doing. So that's how I feel about that.
I will say, if I'm in the middle of it with somebody, whether it be my boyfriend or whether it be my husband, fiance, whatever, if you know how I am, and you know that I'm probably going to end up taking it there, however it is that you deem that you feel that you need to intervene, whether that's like, baby, stop talking, like, get up. If you're going to fight with someone, you're going to fight with me. Stop talking. Or, no, shut that down. We ain't about to do that when you do the whole thing. Like, I need that person in some way, somehow. Yeah,
I'm not about to let my wife look crazy, first of all.
No.
And I'm not about to let a situation that can get put down like that just get dragged out. Like, I know it's stuff for ratings and like they got a show, but like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, I'm not about to, if it's my marriage, like, we're not finna bring this shit in my house.
Period.
But like, either we finna pull up over there and y'all about to deal with, and I'm not saying to go over there and fight. Like, nah, we ain't doing no country corny shit like that either. Like, y'all either gonna not fuck with each other no more, or y'all gonna compromise and make it water under the bridge. But we not finna keep it going. No, I ain't finna do that. And like, anything that's my wife's business is my business. So like, whatever she talking about, I ain't with none of that. You know what I mean? Like, no, this is my business too. You know what I'm saying? So like, if she got a problem with that, then okay, like, she got to sleep on that and talk to her husband about it. I don't care nothing about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I will say on the show, like, before they started showing the reunion, there was a point where Heavenly got out of pocket and she said something about Toya, and Eugene said, hold on, Damon. I don't like that. And I don't want to sit here and say something to your wife. I'm not trying to disrespect your wife, but I'm going to need you to go ahead and handle that. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that.
And Damon was like, I got it. I got it. I got it. You know, like it has to be cooler heads somewhere.
Yeah.
And I don't think if your husband is there, if your husband, it's one thing if your husband, if you at home talking to your husband about what happened, and it's another thing if your husband was there when it actually started happening. Like,
it is.
Like those are two totally different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he there and he see it, like, oh, of course she being messy. That, you know, that's not women's business. That was everybody's business.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's like this right here, and I'm. So the real thing is, we know that it's ratings and it's foolishness. I mean, I've spent significant time around Dr. Heavenly, you know what I'm saying, and occasionally, you know what I'm saying, her husband would be around or whatever. He's a really nice guy, for real. My thing is this: I don't know what the hell he did. To be honest, number one, because he don't cross you to be a cheater, because he's a very solid brother. You know what I'm saying? And when you're around him, you don't feel no airs. You don't feel nothing. He's just a brother. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes as a man, I'll be like, damn, but it's a cool brother getting drugged into this bullshit, because he don't even be with it. You know what I'm saying? And so just to see that it's unfortunate. But then, you know, Dr. Heavenly, she a Florida girl. I'm a Florida boy. So, you know what I'm saying? I understand that amount. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't even watch reality shows for that reason. One, I don't like to see women, black women especially, against each other. I mean, I could have had an interview with Quad over a year ago. You know what I'm saying? And me and Quad was just going back and forth just the other day about the situation with her and Simone. You know what I'm saying? But I told Quad, I said, Quad, I can't watch it. I've been around the orbit. I worked on Married to Medicine, the first season. You know what I'm saying? So because I actually was Carrie's hairstylist for the promos. So for the beginning of the show, I did her hair for that. And then also for the press, I did her hair for that. And so so I've been around, and then, you know, I've worked on Sister Circle, you know what I'm saying, with Quad. Quad, my girl. Quad been my girl since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And I loved when her and Mariah were friends. I loved it because they were a dynamic duo, and they both funny as hell, and they had something special as friends. I hate they let things get in the way. I really do. But at the end of the day, back to that question, as a man, I don't like giving men energy. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? First of all, it ain't like they don't piss me off. It ain't like I don't want to run up a goddamn wall and act crazy. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I feel like I loved my mom with every morsel of my being.
Right.
And at no time it was conceivable that my mother would be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? So at the same regard, I do the same thing when it comes to black women. You just like my mama. You know what I'm saying? And the love that I have for my mom, I try to give to black women. Carmen to tell you, I'm very supportive when it comes to black women. And I love that. One of the tragedies in all of this right here is the fact that they took the best of us to put us on screen to do this.
Right.
The best of us. You know what I'm saying? It's unbelievable. So yeah. No. And men need to stay out of women stuff. Talk to your wife. Just like bro say. Talk to your wife. You know what I'm saying? Cool it down. I'm gonna tell you what Sydney did something the other day that really impressed me. Monique was trying to do this thing about D.L. Hughley. And so she was getting a little amped. And the first thing she said was, you know what I'm saying? Who is this person that you trying to, basically what she was saying is that D.L. Hughley was blaming her for their relationship, according to Monique, not saying that I agree, according to Monique. And Monique was like, it's your problem because you believed someone else over your daughter. And then you made it public. So don't blame me for just repeating what you said. And who is this man? Who is this man that you protecting against your daughter? And Sydney say, wait, is it a man? And he did it right on camera. And she was like, oh, you right. We don't know. And then he went back to listening. And to me, that was responsible. Because she was even trying to defend the fact that D.L. Hughley, according to her, was saying that Sydney was gay. So this is what she was trying to rebuttal. But even at his expense, he was like, don't put that out there if you don't know that.
Right.
Yeah, I respect that.
And I respect that.
Well, that leads us to a conversation about the expectations of friends and are they unrealistic? Mm-hmm. Right. So in more reality TV news, I'm glad you brought up Dr. Simone and Quad. Dr. Simone has been catching heat after revealing she showed up for Quad after the tragic loss of her niece. And in return, Quad was a bad friend, only showing up season 10 to collect a check. On Love and Hip Hop, Spice revealed in social media posts she stopped speaking to Carly Rae because she didn't reveal she knew their makeup artist was her boyfriend's ex. Are our expectations of our friends unrealistic?
No.
Them two different situations.
Yeah, I'm talking about I'm talking about the latter. Like Carly should have told Spice, like, ain't no way,
right?
That you can tell your friend and this lady playing in your face. Like that don't make sense to me.
Yeah,
no, Carly definitely should have spoke up. But at the end of the day, too,
her man should have.
Your man should have spoke up too.
Your man should have said them too.
I blame him.
What happened with this? Yeah, I'm lost on this situation.
Well, according
so Spice
go
and
ahead.
Carly on Love and Hip Hop have been on the outs for like this past season, right? So since they've been on the outs, they haven't really spoke about why they're on the outs. Like Carly ended up buying a house by Spice. Spice freaked out and got mad, but she's just been so upset with Carly. So finally, Spice just revealed that one of the main reasons that she's upset with Carly is because the makeup artist that they use, she's been using for her for over like 2 to 3 years.
2 years, yeah.
And with that being said, come to find out, Spice's man used to fuck the makeup artist
that Carly was using.
That Carly and Spice were both using.
And then nobody tell her that.
And nobody told Spice that that her man used to dick her down.
So the girl been doing Spice makeup whole time. Everybody but Spice knew that he used to clap her cheeks.
Yeah.
In her house.
Yeah.
Because she was coming to her house to do the makeup.
Oh yeah.
So she in your yard.
Yeah.
Oh, that is foul.
That's foul. Carly,
her man should have been the first one to say something.
Carly should have told Justin, you need to tell Spice.
Hey,
or
listen.
she should have told the makeup artist, you need to tell Spice. If y'all don't tell her, I'm giving y'all time to do it. If y'all don't tell her, then I'm going to tell her.
Yeah, you know like I try to put myself in the only shoes that I can wear in that situation, and that's on bruh.
That's on bruh.
That's on him. Like that's on him. Like dog, you lay down with this lady at night.
Bro.
Because I feel like if it's some old school, like, hey, yeah, by the way, like your makeup artist, you know what I'm saying? I used to do something with that. And if you still want to get your makeup done by her, cool. But I'm just letting you know my involvement is because it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you ain't gotta have no issue with her, and you ain't gotta worry about shit from me. I'm just letting you know what it is. Like this shit was before us, and then but I saw something, and I feel like y'all probably have all seen it too. And I feel like the way to keep yourself happy in any relationship, don't expect yourself from other people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like however hard you willing to go for somebody, whatever the relationship is, romantic, platonic, business, however hard you willing to go, don't do that as a condition of anything. Do it because who you are. And that's how you keep yourself happy. Like, you can drum out everything by not looking at another motherfucker and expecting them to respond to a situation how you would or how you would expect them to respond.
Right.
Be stoic. Be willing to accept whatever they're giving you and deal with it that way.
Absolutely.
Because people express love in different ways, and then further to that, like you become a better friend when you vocalize how you need to be friended. Like, if you don't tell somebody how you need to be dealt with, then you can't put it on them for dealing with you some other kind of way. That's your responsibility to verbalize that shit. Don't throw no hints. Don't try to set up like, this how I need to be loved by you as friend or as whatever.
Partner or whatever.
Know yourself. If you know what you need from a situation, speak on it. Because then you got all leverage on the back end and say, hey, you gave me what I need, or you giving me what I need, cool, or you not, I'm gonna have to pivot.
Period.
I like that.
And my motto is, I accept what you give me until what you give me is no longer acceptable.
Period.
So, speaking of what people needing,
I need to go back and write that down.
yeah. Speaking of what people need,
I
speaking of what
accept
people
what you
need
give
and
me
people
until
trying to
it's no
take it
longer
away.
acceptable. Go ahead, baby.
Speaking of what people need and people are trying to take away, and it's very unacceptable.
Ooh.
TikTok users.
Oh shit!
That's what I was going to touch on.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I was
Peter
going to
was ready for that.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, TikTok users are in a frenzy over a recent bill the House of Representatives passed Wednesday, giving TikTok owner Biden 6 months to find a buyer for TikTok. If the company cannot sell the app in that time, it will become illegal for app stores and web hosting companies to offer TikTok, as long as it remains under the control of a foreign adversary, making TikTok inaccessible on the internet browsers in the U.S. This will be a huge impact on the economy, including 7 million small businesses and 170 million Americans who use the service, Taylor Barrington said. Atlanta, Georgia-based owner of the influence and marketing company agency Cliche tells Essence. Ooh, child, how that's written. All these entrepreneurs are at risk of losing one of their most viable business tools. TikTok has been, Jesus, what is that word, Carmen? I don't even know. However, TikTok has become a digital democratization, effectively making it easier for creators of color to create wide-reaching audiences and have their voices heard when other platforms have suppressed users who don't participate in pay-to-play content. Do you guys use TikTok for business and branding, and how do you think this will impact minority businesses?
Rashida, I feel like you had something to say about that.
I do. They say it's because he's foreign or Asian or Chinese descent, and they feel like China's spying on us, like trying to spy on us in any way that they want to. I personally feel like too many people, especially people of color, are making millions. And they do not want that to happen. It's like TikTok is a fair level playing field, and Black people are booming. Like, we are booming. Like, the most random person can be a millionaire tomorrow off of TikTok, and they hate it. They do not want to see us grow. And the thing is, it does help with businesses. It helps so much, and it drives so much revenue to businesses. Like, I feel like this is all a tactic. It goes back to like the abortions and everything else. Like, they just trying to find a way to keep us down. I promise you, that's all that it is. It has nothing to do with no foreign affairs. Get out of here.
Okay. So
follow the dollars.
Okay, so I will say this.
Follow the dollars.
TikTok, all these apps have security things that they have to have in play in order to even be an app in the US. So Instagram had to do it, Facebook has to do it, Twitter has to do it. Anything of any app has to do it. What's happening is that Biden wasn't the first to kick this off. Trump actually kicked this off in terms of the access that they have in our phones.
Right.
They're saying they can literally take any and all information. All the United States is asking TikTok to do is to put their put their app and make it just like, in terms of security, make it just like the other apps. Be in compliance just like the other apps. They didn't do that. So now they're saying, okay, you don't want to do that? Now sell it. When you sell it, then the other person is going to be able pretty much to do it. That's what it is. Because the access that China does have to our information, if China takes our information and treats it how they treat everybody over there, it's not good. They have no say. They actually have control over what they can and cannot look at on the internet,
Right,
on their phones and stuff. And
that's
so
the
the
truth.
United States is saying, like, okay, our people can pretty much do what they want. However, we do protect them to a certain extent. That's what the argument is from. So I know a lot of people have been saying, like, oh, it's Biden, Biden, Biden. No, Trump actually kicked this off first. Trump told them, like, get in compliance. That's all they're asking them to do, actually, is get in compliance. Get in compliance, and you can keep doing what you want to do. But same way, like, Instagram and Facebook and all them have certain security measures that they have to have, even when it comes to children. Apparently, TikTok doesn't have that at all.
Well,
Everybody
interesting
gets
enough, they do in China,
but
because
it's not for us. We have our own. Just
because
like
they can only see certain things in China.
right. So just like they have to put all the ingredients of what's in our food. That's pretty much what they're saying. It has to be this in order for these people to use it. In order for our country to have it, it has to have this. It has to be like this. If it's not like this, then no. But I honestly feel like with them, they've given them ample amount of time to come into compliance. That's just me personally.
And you know what though, and that is a whole argument, and it's real, and but it's definitely a double-edged sword, because there was a lady that literally was able to move 70,000 units of a business. Watch this, y'all, in less than 30 days. If you do the math, that if each unit was $50, that baby made $3.5 million in
Right.
less than 30 days.
Yep.
Christ.
To the point that she had to leave the place she was and go buy a 1,500 square foot warehouse
Right.
to house her
15,000.
product. So you get what I'm saying? A black woman in
Facts,
Charlotte.
absolutely. I think
Count it up.
you feel me?
Count it up.
I
You
think
feel
they
me?
need to. I think they need to come to some type of agreement in it all. I don't think anybody needs to. I don't think they need to do away with TikTok. However,
I
if
don't
TikTok,
either.
but
No,
if
me
TikTok needs to get into compliance, then TikTok needs to get into compliance. I agree with that, because at the end of the day, if we sitting here on every single app that we download, we give them permission to do X, Y, and Z. And if I'm giving you permission to do X, Y, Z, and then you're just doing whatever the fuck you want to do, no, that's not cool, bro.
Yeah.
Have y'all been able? Have anybody on TikTok had to change music on something, or they saw that little thing where it says that your music has been muted because da 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 da?
Yeah.
You know, recently that the record companies have pulled their music off of TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they coming after TikTok.
They coming after them.
I feel like it's a phase. It's again, this is a plan. Like they've been working on this. Like because now,
I think so,
like first
too.
it was, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there is still a bigger thing behind it all. Like
It's
honestly.
it's a money thing, I think, too.
And then watch
For sure.
this. TikTok algorithms aren't suppressible like Instagram and all of that, because it's unbelievable the people that are getting all the views and all the black people that ain't getting nothing. And watch this. It's so crazy. Recently on YouTube, creators have started complaining because their people are automatically being unsubscribed.
Nah.
They are automatically being unsubscribed. Like you go back and look, watch this. In the same regard, one time that was happening on IG.
Oh yeah,
Like you push on it.
that shit happen on IG a lot.
A lot.
People will be like, "Oh, you stop following me." No, bro.
No.
Instagram be doing this shit on its own.
Yeah,
like,
that
I don't go and follow nobody. Like, I don't know how many people I have to tell people that. I'm like, I don't go and follow anybody. They be like, "You want to?" Okay, you know what? Fine, I did. So now what?
I alerted people, like especially a lot of the people that I've been like I love their singing and stuff, and I follow them, and I say I have followed you at least 3 times from both of my pages, and every single time you pop up again, I have to refollow you. And I would put that in their comments to let them know, like, yo, like something crazy going on your page. And this was
it sounds like we all need to head over the fan base.
Wow.
Yeah, that happened to
head over the fan base. We need to get fan base to try.
Hey, we something.
Isaac Hayes' app. This is supposed to be pretty much mimic off the Instagram. Sounds like y'all need to go to fan base, another platform by a black man.
I be down.
We just take our talents over there.
Yeah, I got a page over there.
Yeah.
I need to get me one. Make me a page.
So let's just go to fan base.
That's what we really need to do.
Count it up. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. So this week has been so much fun. Taylor.
Yes, ma'am.
Before we pop out here, please tell everybody what you're working on.
So I just started an executive protection company. It's called Intercontinental Executive Protection. My business partner is a 15-year veteran of the FBI. I have an extensive background in martial arts, competing. I have 4 black belts, Taekwondo, Kempo, Shotokan Karate, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And we came together and we put this company together to offer executive protection to celebrities, politicians, dignitaries, everyday people, armed and unarmed. March 29th, we're speaking at a real estate symposium for black women, 700 attendees. I have that. I got a project that I'm working on that I'm a part of that I can't really say much about, but it's a mixed martial arts movie. So I'll get to use my talents for that. And yeah, I'm working on a script also. So once that's done, I'm gonna need you to look at it, take a look at it, and let me know what you think. But
I got you.
Yeah. That's what I'm working on.
So here's the thing. I've known Taylor for so long, right? And
long time.
Like we joined the church at the same time, got baptized at the same time. That's long. Like that's
wow.
So, since this tall.
That's dope. This tall, right? So he used to tell me I was as skinny as a Dorito. That was like so rude.
Why you always got to tip?
That's just so rude. I was just like, say I'm thick now. Anyway, so
shameless plug, baby.
The thing I always tell Taylor is Taylor being a black actor. One thing I'm always on him about. I'm like, we need another The Wood. We need another Best Men. Like it's time for a new wave of black actors to come through and grace the stage. Now, don't get me wrong, Morris and all them look still nice for their age, but you get Taylor, Stevie Beggs, Mike Merrill.
That's my brother.
Like
my guys. They're my guys. Hey, like, y'all go watch Finding Happy on Bounce too.
Yeah, Taylor was in.
Shout out to Stevie. Shout out to Mike.
He was Sean, right?
Yeah.
He was Sean on Finding Happy. So it's like Tyler Perry. Hey, how you doing? It's time for another round of like another version of the Best Man, but Dia don't need to be in it. So leave Dia out of it. So I need you to get Taylor, Reed, Stevie Beggs, Mike Merrill.
Let's go.
Who else we need, y'all? Who else?
Shout out to my guys.
Travis Cure.
Who?
Let's go.
Travis Cure.
Okay, and then we need one more.
Let's go. Who else we got?
Who else?
I don't know. You know what, Tyler? Use one of them men in your shows, like the Queen something. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of nice ones.
Get my dog Christian Keys.
Yeah, all the Queens.
That's
men,
my dog.
Tyler.
That's your show?
Huh?
That's your show?
No.
I was saying get my dog Christian Keys.
Yeah, okay,
Christian
so
Keys.
get Christian Keys. Tyler, get all these men and make another version of the Best Man, or make another version of the Wood. Do something, because it's time for a new wave to come in. And I keep telling Taylor, I be like anytime I post Taylor on my Instagram, females be like, who that? I be like, that's my childhood. That's you? I be like, no, that's my childhood friend. Oh, hook me up, sis. I be like, oh, Lord have mercy. Like he be winning every time. So we're gonna figure out how to work that out.
Let's go.
Okay, just leave it.
I'm just saying. Maybe we need to go back to the days like when they used to do calendars and they used to pin the calendars up. But so there was a Mr. January, Mr. February. Like maybe we need to do that. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. And
I did one of them a while back. I might have to go find it.
Right, Taylor, just be ready to take your shirt off and take a picture. So that's all.
Stay ready.
All right.
Stay ready.
Say less.
Question. I have a question, and this is off topic, but kind of on topic. Did Christian Keys ever expose who it was? That. Okay, I was just wondering.
Because I was following that.
Because everybody wanted to know. Like,
I don't know.
He never exposed who it was. Yeah. He never exposed who it was. Okay. But you know. Yeah. I mean, since you friends with Christian, tell him me and Rashida want to holler at him. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Nah, I don't. You don't really do it for me, sis. You got
no. I'm talking about an interview.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, interview. Yes.
I'm talking about an interview.
Okay. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Light bright for me ain't right. So it don't. I'm light bright enough. So light bright for me ain't right. I'm cool. No, we want to interview him. So tell Christian how that is.
I see what's up.
Perfect.
All right. Sheldon, you working on anything this week, or we doing the same old same thing, getting money, moving things?
We working on a few things. So stay close. Stay close.
Always.
Tell them, pay attention.
Rashida, I ain't got no makeup today, girl. I ain't got no lashes.
The skin is popping.
The skin is skinning.
The lashes done.
We tried to tell her.
No, she was amazing. Black.
Thank you.
It don't count when we said.
No, because she nurtures skin for a living. Come on now.
Yes.
Okay, all right, keep us together then.
Can y'all all come and get some treatment, please?
I'm coming next week. I'll be there.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Hey, I need to come get yanked.
Yeah, yes. No, I need to get my glow on. Get me together.
Now, hey, this sister right here wrap up bodies, baby.
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's do it then.
Oh, okay, all right.
I need to get.
What you working on, Miss CJ?
Me, what I'm working on? I got a couple things cooking. One thing I want to work on. I told Carmen earlier today. I woke up. I was like, we got to do a.
What?
Right.
Oh no, don't do that. I feel like she's trying to play with us.
Right. Was that?
She playing with us.
Was it a magic trick?
That's a hell of a cliffhanger.
Right.
That is a hell of a cliffhanger.
Perfect.
Her phone probably died. That
crazy. Was that was incredible.
God. Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
somebody call.
Oh, okay.
I woke up this morning and I told Carmen I want to get into some politics. So next thing I'm about to do, because I feel like with it being an election year, I know me personally, I need it broken down into layman's terms. Mm-hmm. And I need me a good Republican and I need me a good Democrat to sit here and go and break it all the way down. So people can know like what's going on. And I want to do this like once a month or once every 2 months. I mean, twice a month. So we can get ourselves ready. For who and what we're voting for. So we know, like, because there's so much stuff going on that we don't understand. So I always feel like I watch CNN and Fox News. I be lost in the sauce. So I don't want to be lost no more.
And listen, I'm so glad you mentioned that, CJ, because that is so important. I have produced PSAs for politics. 2. One of them keeps getting banned on Flag, but it's a multi-man monologue about Black men voting. And so I did it myself maybe about 2 years after, 2 or 3 years after, and they've let that one live, and it's on one of my personal platforms, Distinct Conversations. But it is so important, and let me tell you this right here, coming out of the gate, focus on the Black men, because Black women are very responsible when it comes to politics. Black women are very responsible. And with all of this, we have Fat Joe, who just did this dry endorsement of Trump, which was absolutely unacceptable. You get what I'm saying? He gave him a free pair of sneakers. I didn't even know Fat Joe collects sneakers until this Trump thing.
You gotta be kidding me. He got a pair of sneakers for a drop.
And baby, and watch this. And so you know how somebody dry snitch? That's what it was to me. It was an underhanded endorsement. And you got on the World Wide Web and say, y'all, I had to get them. I'm not voting for Trump. I'm not voting for Trump. I don't even like Trump. But I had to buy. Bro, you couldn't have saved that until after November. Right. Did you have to tell the whole world that, bro? We ain't seen no other sneaker that you have ever bought, and why you gonna do this right now? So all I'm saying is this right here, everybody, and then all of these celebrities are getting out front, talking about Trump and what he's done and this and that. Trump is one of the biggest liars that we have ever seen in his life. When his mother, they asked his mother back in 2009, I believe, would Trump be a good president? And that woman said with her whole chest, no. She said, because he listens to nobody.
Wow.
And this was his mama. So if this woman birthed him and know that he ain't worth the words that come out of his mouth, why are we jumping on that bandwagon? We cannot do this. So target that, get people to understand that. And here's the danger about Trump, because a lot of Black people, when you're around him, you get sucked up with his charisma. And I understand that, because it's the same thing when it came to Tasha K. With everything that was going on, I worked with her one time, and when I said that girl's so crazy, we had so much fun. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what she did. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with Trump. And what we cannot do is we can't get sucked up, because it's not just Trump, it's the people that's following him that interprets his words the way that they want to interpret it, and they're coming with the aggression. They're coming with the assault. They're coming with shooting. They're coming with the mind that, hey, we are better than everybody else. Did y'all literally see this man on TikTok the other day saying, Trump, if you hear me, come save me, and the police are beating his window in?
So listen, so this is what we're gonna do, because that's why I want to do this whole thing with the political show. And
Me
Sheldon,
too.
just for all that, you about to be on there with me. Thank
you.
Baby.
Because I be doing all of them. And we need Jasmine Crockett. We need Jasmine Crockett. We need to get Jasmine Crockett on the ground in Atlanta.
Okay.
And we need to find a way to get her to Atlanta for the Democrats. Because when I say this girl is one of the sharpest Black women in politics right now, and when I say she don't play the radio with now one of, and she's brilliant, and she does what she says. We need to get her on the ground, because she is her. And a lot more, I know we got to go, but a lot more freshmen.
Yeah,
like she is bad. But listen, yes, don't get me started with politics, because that's not
okay. Well, that's exactly what I got working on. So real quick, everybody say what's your platform, where they can find you at. So Taylor, you kick this off.
Find me on Instagram. I am Taylor Reed. Come get at me.
All right. Sheldon.
Sheldon G. Horton everywhere.
All right.
Everywhere.
Necessarily Nicole. Tell them where we can find you at.
To make it easy, just find me at I am R Nicole. Everything
You on
else
mute,
is
baby.
No way. Are you sure?
No, I heard you.
No, we can hear you.
Oh.
You can hear?
So
Yeah,
you
we
just
heard
I can
you.
hear.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just go to I am R Nicole. You'll find everything on there.
Well, they said they can hear you. I can't hear you, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I hear
As
you.
long as they can hear you.
Okay.
And you can find me on Instagram at saint.cj. That's where I'm at. That's where I be. I got Facebook and all that stuff, but I don't be on there. Yeah. So, thank you for tuning in to this week Insta News Break with Install Atlanta. I'm your host, Saint CJ, Rashida Nicole, Sheldon Horton, and Taylor Reed. And guess what?
Ooh.
We out this bitch. Watch out for commercial. Watch it.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace out,
Yep.
y'all. Peace.
Bye.
In the heart of Atlanta, where secrets simmer and tensions rise, comes a reality TV show like no other. Old conflicts continue.
So this is where the whole issue started. Fuck you! She know I don't fuck with her.
Expect the unexpected.
In our industry, anything could happen.
He what?
Canceled last minute, and his publicist called and was just like, I'm so sorry.
The event is literally tomorrow. What are we gonna do? I gotta figure out something fast.
It's time to take this to a new level.
It's always some type of foolishness going on.
I told you, baby, we gotta do shit that makes sense.
If your shit go right, then I can frame your company up and then bring in collaboration.
When it comes to the team, let me manage that.
Too much energy.
I don't care.
Business and pleasure sometimes doesn't always mix.
What's up with your love life?
I'm single and ready to mingle, baby.
They doing a shucky ducky like you doing a shucky ducky, and y'all mix it into a pleasure.
He's the one who put in all my life.
That man married. Cause that's your little boyfriend.
He has more things going on than he is supposed to.
Like a wife?
Yes.
But in the end, it's all about business.
Don't come here to do me any favors.
This your thing, is your rule. That's it.